80% of all sales happen after the 5th contact, but most reps give up just after 2 touch points, and only 2% of leads close on the first sales conversation. All of these numbers make me think that nurturing your leads is a standout skill that you will want to master so that you can stay ahead of your competition. Stay tuned. In this video, I will give you my top 3 reasons why, besides the numbers I just rattled off, and specifically what some awesome nurture strategies are. Hi, my name is Andrea. I am a brand strategist and the founder of Legacy Creative. If you are into branding, marketing, storytelling, teaching, and any sort of online course creation, or you're writing a book, or you're an author, this channel is for you. Every week, I drop a new video that helps people who like to build epic brands and awesome client experiences that last. Think of this as a channel for people who like to build ideas. If that sounds like you, be sure to hit subscribe and the little bell to be notified the next time we go live. Plus, if you feel like it, share it with one of your friends because that's how we grow together. Last week, I was talking to an industry colleague. She has a great niche. She helps health coaches make their first $100,000 in sales as a health coach. It's an amazing feat. If you are in business, that first $100,000 is often the hardest money you will ever make. So she and I were talking about her business and how it generates multiple 7 figures for her, and that she helps these coaches create their first 6 figures. Now, the reason she and I were on the phone is because in all of that success with all of those coaches and everything that she does, she doesn't have a great nurture strategy in her business. When she evaluated her business, she literally said, hey, the thing we're the weakest at is nurturing clients, which got me interested because I thought, man, if she's not nurturing clients, she's built that big of a business, only closing 2 to 3% of the people that are like ready to work with her. That's amazing. Hence, she and I jumped on the phone and had a conversation about nurturing her leads. And this is what came out of it. She said that she only works with people that are ready to buy clients, and she closes them on the first call or 2. And she teaches her clients to do the same. So basically, sell to hungry people that are ready to buy and keep the lead generation tactics really, really strong. When you have a business like that, yes, you're closing the hungriest clients. However, you also always have to be generating leads because there's no follow-up with people who might want to do business later with you. So she and I were jamming about how to add nurturing into her brand strategy and her marketing strategy overall. And before I go any further, I just want to disclaim something here. If you are in that stage where you're making your first $100,000, I think you should just focus on generating and closing the leads that work for you. What you want to be doing if you're in that very early stage of your business is just doing what it takes to bring in revenue. Say yes to everything, work with all the people, figure it out. Because that first $100,000 is what you should be doing, is figuring it all out. However, if you already have a successful business and you don't have a lead generation strategy, you have the problem I call the leaky bucket syndrome. You're basically just pouring more leads and energy into a bucket that's leaking all of that effort out on the bottom. You're putting leads in the top, and if you're not nurturing and closing them, they're sliding right out of the bottom of your bucket. Whether you see it or not, you're actually leaking cash all over the place because you aren't slowing down to plug some of the holes and nurture those not quite ready to buy leads. So let me ask you a question. What would it mean to you and your business if you could close twice as many clients as you are now with only a little bit more effort? Sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? Before I jump into the nurturing tactics, let's quickly define what I mean when I say nurturing your clients. I'm going to keep this super simple. Nurturing your leads is the art of giving prospects multiple follow-up touch points after they first engage with you. Right now, I believe more than ever, consumers want to control their own buying journey. That's everything from them understanding how much is your service or your program, what are the details of your program, and what is it like to work with you. They want to see you on multiple platforms and multiple places. Consumers want to research and decide if they want to hire you before they even talk to you. Right now, you have clients doing business with you that haven't even talked to you yet. They may be checking you out online and watching your videos or reading your posts, deciding if they want to work with you. So with that in mind, how do you put a nurture strategy into your overall efforts that doesn't take a whole lot more time and is simple for you to implement? Obviously, follow-up isn't going to sound like, hey, client, are you ready to buy yet? No, that's probably not going to work. When you decide it's time to implement a nurture strategy into your business, you're going to need to be a little more clever than that. So you want to be thinking about your customers and how can you show up for them in a really cool way that you're just always present for them. So here are some of the tactics we use to follow up with prospects after they've touched base with you the first 1 or 2 times. So say you do a sales call with them and they're not quite ready yet, but maybe they will be in the future. The next time you have a limited time offer, like say you're starting a new class or you only have space for 2 more clients to work with them in the next cycle of working, reach out to those people you talked to in the past and see if they're ready to work with you now. You'd be surprised that sometimes, I know I do this frequently, I make a buying decision like, yep, I would really like to do that training or I'd really like to be part of that group, but I don't have the capacity to do it right now. However, I might in 6 months or 12 months because I need to work it into my schedule with how much time do I have to work with that company. So keep in mind, people that you've talked to that are past prospects might be willing to work with you at a later date. Therefore, create some sort of time-sensitive offer that's real, don't make it up, but create a time-sensitive offer and reach out to all of your past clients. Another way you may want to nurture your clients is when you have some sort of new aha in your business, or you've worked with another client, you've gotten a great result for them, create some sort of extra juicy lead magnet or opt-in that you can shoot out to everybody on your email list who's maybe been sitting there for a while. Offer it to your social media followings and just say, hey, I have a new thing. If you're interested, go ahead and download it and read it. It could be a mini course, it could be a video, it could be a lead magnet, something that re-engages people who have been watching or following you for a while, but still haven't decided to jump in and do business with you. If you do this, say, once a quarter or even once every 6 months, it's a great touch point to start to nurture leads that haven't yet worked with you. Another great way to nurture prospects is offer a free class or a workshop. You know, maybe once a month, once a quarter, something where they can come and actually give you a try, and maybe they might show up a few times before they decide to buy. This is a great way to double up your offer because it'll attract new leads and it will nurture existing ones. So free classes are a great way to nurture leads. Another great way to nurture leads is to reach out around the holidays like we are right now and use it as a way to remind them that you exist. Say hi, say happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, whatever it is that you do. Think around the holidays, how can you use that as an opportunity to reach out to prospects and people who haven't yet done business with you and remind them that you still exist so that they may want to come and do business with you in the future. Now, in this case, you could even use old-fashioned snail mail. One of my very first sales mentors 20 plus years ago used to suggest to us that 2 times a year we would host a shopping party at our house, and we would send out actual invites, like paper invites to this shopping party. And she always used to have us handwrite the address on the front of the envelope because it was more likely that the envelope would get opened if it had handwriting on the front of it. So I would sit and handwrite invitations to my previous clients and to people who I had their information but they hadn't yet bought from me, and I would invite them to my house for an open house to buy jewelry from me because that was my business. Okay, here's a fun one you can do also. Depending on the size of your business and how you connect with your customers, why don't you consider sometimes just picking up the old-fashioned phone and calling them unexpectedly? That creates a massively memorable experience and often will result in a sale. So you can pick up your phone and give them a call and say, hey, Angie, I know that we talked, 6 months ago. I'm just wondering, how are you doing with your business? How are you doing with that result that I get for you? And is there anything I can help you with now? Shockingly, because so few people actually call prospects and really talk to them one-on-one, this is an awesome strategy to connect with people that you would like to work with who just haven't said yes yet. Another way you can do this is to send them a DM on social that says, hey, Angie, I was thinking about you and that problem that you shared when we talked, and I have another idea for you that might actually help solve it. So if you're interested, why don't we have another conversation? One thing I love about most platforms right now is they offer the opportunity to send voice notes. So even on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, you can send a voice note to somebody and it's so personal, and that often will result in a sale or a new client. The bottom line of all things nurture is this: it is worth the extra little bit of effort to follow up a few times and let the clients know that you care. If it takes 5 times of follow-up to get the average sale, all you need to do is follow up 3, 4, 5 times and watch how your results will increase. A great strategy that includes showing up regularly and being transparent with your offer and your pricing will go a long ways. Watch how you start to attract the right aligned audience on a regular basis. I hope you found this helpful and it triggered a few ways that you could possibly put nurture into your strategy for the year to come. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, and if you want to be on our email list, there's a link for that below. Until next time, make it a great day. I'll see you next week.